And for our first issue this week, as the Philippine Reclamation Authority, or PRA, approves a proposed reclamation project based on a National Reclamation Plan, groups have expressed their opposition to the proposed plan. Some 26,000 hectares in Manila Bay will be up for reclamation, and Senator Cynthia Villar has issued an appeal against this. For more details, here's our correspondent Zara Hernandez.
Mayor Edwin Olivares of Parañaque City is reviving the proposed 13 billion Manila Bay Airport project, which will cover about 157 hectares of Freedom Island. This is just one of the possible reclamation projects in the Manila Bay area. Senator Cynthia Villar, however, is appealing to all the companies interested in the reclamation projects to reconsider their position. According to the senator, who is an environmental advocate, the residents and fishermen depending on the bay for livelihood stand to be displaced. Apart from the 300,000 fishermen who will be adversely affected, the reclamation of Manila Bay will also destroy the Las Piñas, Parañaque critical habitat and ecotourism area and the Ramcar-listed wetland of international importance located south of Manila Bay.
According to the senator, in place of reclaiming great portions of Manila Bay, we should instead support its restoration and rehabilitation so as to avoid massive flooding. Experts say that such massive flooding could go as high as 8 meters in Parañaque, Las Piñas, and Cavite. Senator Villar and several Las Piñas residents filed a writ of kalikasan on March 16, 2012 before the Supreme Court. The senator also pointed out that instead of building the airport in Manila Bay, the Japan International Cooperation Agency, or JICA, proposed Sangley Point in Cavite as a viable alternative. More from our news correspondent.
Newly installed President Rodrigo Duterte in fact mentioned the proposed Sangley Point Airport in his first speech at Malacanang upon his inauguration, though he cited the need for further study of this option. Among others, Senator Villar also cited the 2002 Supreme Court ruling that declared the Public Estates Authority Amari Deal as unconstitutional, saying that private companies cannot own reclaimed lands. Senator Villar argued that citizens have a constitutionally guaranteed right to live in a safe and secure environment. The Las Piñas Parañaque Critical Habitat and Ecotourism Area, the first critical habitat and protected area to be declared in the Philippines through Presidential Proclamation No. 1412 and 1412-A in 2007. It covers approximately 175 hectares of wetland ecosystem and consists of 2 islands, Freedom Island and Long Island. The Ramcar Convention also listed it as a wetland of international importance because of its role in the survival of threatened and restricted range bird species, and the Philippines is one of the signatories to this convention. Currently, there are 11 mangrove species growing in the critical area, and this fishing ground gives livelihood to 300,000 poor fishermen. Senator Villar also cited the revised Forestry Code of the Philippines that prohibits the cutting of mangrove trees.
The Las Piñas Parañaque Critical Habitat and Ecotourism Area is the only wetland in Metro Manila in an urban setting. It has a 35-hectare mangrove forest, which is the thickest and most diverse within Manila. The Sangley International Airport option would certainly decongest NAIA, so it would be a good idea to consider this seriously.